All right, hello everyone. We're here today with ET Extraordinaire Mempham, and we are going to quickly explore the online Wixie program that's accessed through Clever to help with test taking using some features such as text-to-speech, audio recording, and typing. And this can be used for K through 5 students to make test taking a little bit more accessible, or some writing assignments more accessible for students on 504, IEPs, or general education. So here we are in Clever, and I'm gonna have Men introduce himself here in a second, and he's gonna demonstrate how he has created some accessible activities for students K through 3. So Men, can you describe what kind of tasks you have the students doing right now?
So after the first graders took the Unit 1 test, we realized they had issues with the written portion of the benchmark Unit 1 test. So we came up with a template in Wixie to prepare them for the Unit 2 test coming up soon. So I'm going to walk you through the steps for using Wixie.
And all students have access to Wixie?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
All right, so once you are in here, you can go to My Projects and then click on New. You can choose either landscape or portrait. And we are going, instead of just doing an image, which is going to be on top when you use the background, we use an image instead as a background. So click on Use Image. I'm going to use a clipboard as my background.
And by using it in the background, the kids can't move that around.
Nope, they can't. So,
okay.
So once you're here, you can add a text box and write your prompt. And once you have your prompt written, then you can add a text box for the kids to type in. And so I'm going to show you the last one that we did with our first graders.
Now, what I like about this is that text. That's a lot of writing. How are the first graders reading that long prompt?
Oh, they don't need to. They just click on the text box here, and then to the left, there's a megaphone. If they click that,
think about both stories you have listened to, Chicken Little and Hansel and Gretel.
Terrific.
Which story did you like better? Why?
Wow, so any student then can listen to the text. Notice it's not highlighted, but it does provide that audio support. And I see over here, the students then can just type directly using a traditional keyboard. I don't think there's anything like word prediction available, but if I'm a student and I run out of time, or if I lose my thoughts, I notice over to the right-hand side there's a microphone to record the sound for this page. Does that allow the student to be able to record kind of their ideas maybe first, or have you had students use that feature?
We haven't used it for this grade level yet, but we will soon. But if they do run out of time, they can just click the record button and record their thoughts on there.
And we have some students that struggle with kind of their processing, and they sometimes benefit by being able to record their ideas first and then to be able to type it out. So I like that we're able to have audio as well as type text in here, and that the students are able to have it read aloud. This is a real terrific activity and accessible for a lot of students. So I have another question. We've made this awesome template. How do I share it with a class, or how do I make this available to all the students, and what does it look like for them?
So once you have your template created, you can go back to your home button, click on your. So once you're back on your home page, here's the one that we just did. You can go over here to the 3 dots, click on that, go down to Move To. You're not actually moving it, you're just making a copy of it. And then you can move it to your Europe East or whichever school you're at. Click on your school name, and then click Copy here, and then it will appear into your Europe East folder. That way everyone at your school will be able to access that one template.
So right now, as a SPED teacher, we're not 100% sure what folders you might have access to. So as Men and I were talking off camera, we decided that the best course of action would be to talk to that general ed teacher where those students are assigned, or talk to your ET if you're trying to share a template across classes or across the school. Well, I think this concludes our overview of Wixie to make accommodated writing supports for students, either for assignments or, in this instance, the benchmark weekly exams. Thank you, Men, for taking some time to explain this to us. And for those of you watching, if you have any questions, we always encourage you to reach out to your ETs, and then, of course, myself or anybody else, any of your AT specialists, if you have questions. Thank you for your time, and good luck.